Good morning, students. Group 14 elements. Important compounds of the group 14 elements. Last class we discussed the preparation properties of the carbon monoxide. The second most important compound for the carbon related compounds is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide preparation properties and uses we'll see. So general preparation and properties most familiar we know it is C plus O2 gives rise CO2. Exothermic reaction delta H value is minus 393 kilojoules per mole. And most familiar equation from the organic compounds, any organic chemical substance on combustion, so like methane, alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, benzene on complete combustion to give carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide and water. Third most familiar for us is decomposition of calcium carbonate. Decomposition of calcium carbonate. This is a very important method and a commercial method of preparation of carbon dioxide. Large scale amount of carbon dioxide can be prepared by the decomposition of calcium carbonate. So we know most familiar reaction like this. Calcium carbonate and decomposition to give calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Laboratory method. How to prepare the carbon dioxide? Otherwise, how to identify the carbon dioxide? Carbon dioxide related compounds like carbonates, metal carbonates with dilute HCl. Metal carbonates on reaction with dilute HCl. For example, calcium carbonate on reaction with dilute HCl. Calcium carbonates on reaction with dilute HCl to give calcium chloride plus water and liberate carbon dioxide. So laboratory test we are seeing any organic substance or any salt containing carbonate ion, so it can give the brisk effervescence test with the dilute acids like dilute HCl. From bicarbonates, fifth method of preparation from bicarbonates. See the 1A group of elements, the equation will be repeated in the 1A group of elements. Take the sodium bicarbonate, sodium hydrogen carbonate, NaHCO3. On heating, it becomes sodium carbonate, Na2CO3 plus water plus carbon dioxide. These are the methods of preparation of carbon dioxide, and we'll discuss about the properties of carbon dioxide. So already we know it is a colorless, odorless gas. Odorless gas. And it is soluble in water. Carbon dioxide insoluble in water, so it can give carbonic acid H2CO3. A reaction with alkali. So reaction with alkali means carbon dioxide on reaction with alkali, the strong base. We'll take the sodium hydroxide, 2 moles, can give the sodium carbonate, corresponding salts and water. So carbon dioxide we know non-metallic oxide is acidic. So this is acid on reaction with base to give the salt and water. Same like that, carbon dioxide reaction with ammonia Ammonia is also a base. Carbon dioxide acid. So acid base phase to use the salt, that is urea NH2 CONH2 plus water, salt and water. As usual, carbon dioxide is a non-metallic oxides, that is acidic. Acids on reaction with base to give the salts. The reverse reaction of previously from bicarbonates we are seeing. How to liberate the carbon dioxide from bicarbonates? Exactly, that is the reverse reaction. Sodium carbonate Na2CO3 on hydrolysis with carbon dioxide give sodium bicarbonate NaHCO3. Exactly opposite from the preparation, exactly opposite, that is properties. Next, carbon dioxide on reaction with metallic oxides. One a group of elements metallic oxides like sodium oxide, potassium oxide, like this, then it can give the corresponding salts. Sodium is sodium carbonate, potassium is potassium carbonate, like this. Most important reaction for the laboratory chemical reaction. So how can you say lime water is turns to milky? How the carbon dioxide is liberated means you are saying lime water is converts into milky. So lime water, if you are passing the carbon dioxide, it is converted into milky. So lime water I am taking calcium hydroxide, on passing carbon dioxide it becomes milky. Milky means that is calcium carbonate salt plus water. It is insoluble in water. It is insoluble in water, so it is a white precipitate. So this is when we are saying how the conformation test for the carbonate in the laboratory means. If the carbon dioxide is liberated, that carbon dioxide is passing through the lime water, it becomes to the milky. So we are saying calcium carbonate is insoluble in water. So I am adding excess of water and I am passing the excess of carbon dioxide. Excess of carbon dioxide you are passing, then it becomes calcium bicarbonate. That calcium bicarbonate on heating becomes calcium carbonate. Again it is insoluble compound. And most familiar reaction for us plants, how to prepare the food? By the photosynthesis reaction. So photosynthesis reaction, most familiar reaction we know, carbon dioxide and water. In terms of sunlight, plants can prepare the food from the carbon dioxide and absorption of water, give the glucose E6H12O6 plus water and 6 moles of oxygen. Photosynthesis reaction, most familiar reaction for us. By the combustion of the fossil fuels and decomposition of the limestone, that we know the large scale of preparation of carbon dioxide, this causes the greenhouse effect. And most familiar, this uses solid CO2. Solid CO2 is called as dry ice or dry cold. Dry ice or dry cold. Dry ice we are using for the preparation of the frozen foods or ice creams. That we know carbon dioxide is soluble in water, soda water with the preparation of the soft drinks. and carbon dioxide is used as a fertilizer also. Carbogen, most important use is carbogen. So what is going to be carbogen means mixture of oxygen plus small amount of the carbon dioxide, that is 5 to 10% of carbon dioxide. This mixture is called as carbogen, which is used as artificial respiration. Artificial respiration. Carbon dioxide is used as artificial respiration. Structure of CO2. Structure of CO2. CO2, everybody we know is C double bond O and double bond O. That is lone pairs and lone pairs. And I am going to write the resonating structures: oxygen, carbon and oxygen, but I am going here double bonds, and this is minus, this is plus, and this is minus. I shift the bond, the triple bond like this, and write the another resonating structures: oxygen, carbon, oxygen. Here I am writing triple bond, and this is minus, this is plus. Sorry, this is plus and this is the minus. So resonating structures of the carbon dioxide is this one, and we know what is the hybridization of carbon is sp carbon, and shape is linear, and bond angle is 180, and dipole moment. So 11th standard we are seeing the periodic table chapter dipole moment, one concept. Dipole moment of carbon dioxide is 0. The molecule is planar or linear, we can say the dipole moment values are 0. So this is about the carbon dioxide. Next important compound about the carbon is carbon suboxide. Carbon suboxide. Carbon related important compounds we are discussing: carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, carbon suboxide and carbonic acid. These 4 compounds we have to discuss about the carbon and their related compounds. Now carbon suboxide. How to prepare the carbon suboxide means malonic acid. First one is preparation. Carbon suboxide formula is C3O2. How to prepare means malonic acid. Malonic acid, you can add P4O10, phosphorus pentoxide, P4O10, and this is a dehydrating agent. So see the organic chemistry, we can say what are the dehydrating agent means Al2O3 at a particular temperature, P4O10, concentrated sulfuric acid. All these are dehydrating agents. Then it can give our carbon suboxide C3O2. Malonic acid formula is CH2 COOH. This is the malonic acid. On reaction with P4O10, it can give carbonic acid C3O2 3 moles plus H3PO4, 4 moles of H3PO4, not 3, suboxide and H3PO4 orthophosphoric acid. It's a tribasic acid. And most important is structure of 11th standard redox chapter. You are seeing the last page. The structure of this one is like this. So you know oxidation state of oxygen is -2, this oxygen is -2, this carbon is +2, this carbon is +2, and this carbon is 0. They will ask what is the oxidation state of the carbon in the suboxide. Central carbon atom is 0, and remaining two carbons will be +2, oxygens will be -2, but overall the molecule will be 0 oxidation state. This structure, and each carbon here, each carbon can undergo sp hybridization, and shape is linear only, and dipole moment is also 0 like our carbon dioxide. And C3O2 is a foul order gas. Fouling order is a gas, and C3O2 on hydrolysis to give malonic acid, CH2 COOH COOH. It's looking like our reverse reaction of the preparation. If you put in a dehydrating agent, malonic acid, you remove the water, dehydrating agent, then we can get C3O2. And C3O2 on reaction with acid HCl, we can get malonyl chloride, CH2 COCl and COCl. Its name is called as malonyl chloride. If it is a reaction with ammonia, it becomes CH2 CONH2 and CONH2. The name of this compound is malonyl amide. C3O2 on decomposition, C3O2 on your heating will be decomposed into carbon dioxide and carbon around 200 degrees Celsius. This is about the carbon suboxide. And fourth important compound for the carbon is carbonic acid. Carbonic acid formula is H2CO3. Carbonic acid formula is H2CO3. So preparation, most familiar preparation we know. How to prepare this one means carbon dioxide dissolved in water, so we can get the, and we are applying some pressure. We have to apply some pressure, then we can get carbonic acid H2CO3. That is the soft drink or soda preparation only. Carbonic acid is a weak acid. H2CO3 is a weak acid. So weak acids we can observe the acid basic chapter. Weak acids we can write the weak acid reactions. You are writing like this, equilibrium chapter law, HCO3 minus H plus. Again HCO3 minus becomes CO3 2 minus plus H plus. What is the overall reaction means? H2CO3 like this becomes CO3 2 minus plus 2 H plus. These two are cancelled. If the dissociation constant, it is K1, and you can take this is K2 and this is K. So what is the relation means? K is equal to K1 into K2. This type of problems we are solving in the acid basic chapter. So weak acid means we have to see the dissociation constant for this. And H2CO3 we are saying weak acid. H2CO3 will be break up into CO3 2 minus plus 2H plus. So carbonate ion CO3 2 minus. CO3 2 minus structure. Resonating structures we are having. See the chemical bonding chapter. H2CO3 structure. Resonating structure, carbon, this is O double bond, O minus and O minus. And another resonating structure, carbon, this is the double bond O, this is O minus and O minus. So resonating structure, we are saying the formula also, how to calculate the resonating structures, can observe. H2CO3 or weak acid, no, which is used for the buffer solutions. So buffer solution means, acid base chapter we are observing what is meant by buffer solution means which can maintain the pH, for the constant maintain the pH. So weak acids can maintain the pH of our blood. So these are the compounds related to carbon, carbon related important compounds, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, carbon suboxide, and fourth one is carbonic acid, their preparation, properties, structures, hybridizations, everything. Now the second most important compound in this group is silicon. Silicon. Silicon has, we are going to discuss now about the silicon related compounds, and important discussion about this one is silicates. First we will see about the silicon. Silicon can be exist in the two forms. Silicon having the two forms. Silicon is having two forms. One is amorphous silicon. Amorphous silicon. Another one is crystalline silicon. Amorphous silicon is it is chemically active. Chemically active, and crystalline form is chemically inactive. This is inactive. Amorphous state of the silicon is more reactive when compared with crystalline form. See the how to prepare the amorphous form of the silicon. Take silicon dioxide, SiO2, silicon dioxide, on reaction with active metals. Active metals. Active metals means like sodium or potassium or magnesium. This is on further reaction with to give silicon plus sodium means sodium oxide, potassium means potassium oxide, magnesium means magnesium oxide. But our compound is, this is our amorphous silicon. The crystalline silicon, how to prepare? How to prepare the crystalline silicon? Crystalline silicon can be prepared by, we have to take potassium silicon chloride. Potassium silicon chloride. This is on reaction with either aluminum or zinc to give the silicon, that is crystalline form of the silicon. If you want the equations for this one, first potassium silicon chloride. Potassium silicon chloride is K2SiF6. This is on reaction with aluminum to give AlF3, aluminum chloride plus Kf plus our silicon. This is our crystalline silicon. The same K2SiF6 on reaction with zinc, it can give the zinc chloride ZnF2 plus Kf and silicon. So there are two important forms of the silicon we are having, that is crystalline form and amorphous form. Amorphous form is more reactive than crystalline form. So out of these two, crystalline form, how to prepare the amorphous form is, take the SiO2 silicon dioxide, simply we can say that is sand, on reaction with active metals to form the amorphous compound of silicon. Crystalline form, how to prepare means potassium silicon chloride. This is on reaction with the metals like aluminum and zinc to give the crystalline form. So silicon related most important compounds is silicon dioxide. Silicon dioxide. It's looking like our carbon dioxide, but the structure, the properties entire will be different than the carbon dioxide. Silicon dioxide SiO2 is the formula, and it is also called as silica. Silica. So most important chemical compound we are going to use in the metallurgical process. Silicon dioxide or silica. Generally where we are seeing means silica allotropic forms are allotropes. Allotropes of silica is quartz. Quartz. Cristobalite. 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 Tridymite. These three are the allotropes of silicon dioxide, and moreover these three are crystalline allotropes. Crystalline allotropic forms of SiO2 is quartz, cristobalite, tridymite, but all these compounds are having the same formula is SiO2. Amorphous forms of SiO2 are agate, onyx, jasper. So silicon dioxide is the most familiar and important compound for us. Each and every watches where they are writing the quartz. Quartz is made up of SiO2, silicon dioxide, that is coming from sand. So crystalline form is quartz. And solution chapter also you are discussing, or solid state also you are discussing what is the example for the crystalline solid means you are writing the quartz, perfect crystal, SiO2. So crystalline form of SiO2 is quartz, cristobalite and tridymite. Amorphous compounds of silicon dioxide is agate, onyx and jasper. Now we will discuss about the structure, preparation and properties of the SiO2. First of all, see the structure. So generally we are feeling carbon dioxide C double bond O double bond O. So SiO2 also same like that, Si double bond O and double bond O. No, it is wrong. See the SiO2 is a covalent. It's a covalent three-dimensional network solid. It is a three-dimensional network solid. And more, SiO2 can exist as in solid state. It is a SiO2 in solid state. It is a giant molecule. See the structure of SiO like this. SiO like this. So it is a giant molecular structure. See in the SiO2, so already I told you this is a covalently bonded atom. Each Si and each silicon having is surrounded by 4 other oxygen atoms. Each silicon is surrounded by 4 other oxygen atoms in tetrahedral manner. So 4 bonds it can form. The 4th group of elements maximum valence is 4 bonds it can form. So each silicon is surrounded by 4 other oxygen atoms. But 4 other oxygen atoms are arranged in tetrahedral shape. Tetrahedral shape. So we are feeling Each silicon is surrounded by 4 other oxygen atoms. So like carbon dioxide, we cannot say it is like Si double bond O double bond O. Wrong. So silicon is, it's a giant molecular 3-dimensional structure. It's a big structure. Each silicon is surrounded by the 4 other oxygen atoms with the covalently bonded. So what we have to say, the shape of hybridization of this one, hybridization is sp3. But see in that carbon dioxide, there hybridization we are seeing, that is sp. So while we are looking, the formula is looking like same, but the hybridization is different and shape is also different. It's a 3-dimensional structure, that is single molecule. See how to prepare SiO2. Simply we can say Si plus O2 gives rise SiO2. Rocks, quartz, stones, whatever. So all are having the formula is SiO2 only. Simple method of preparation. Most important method of preparation is silicon tetrachloride. Silicon tetrachloride on hydrolysis. Silicon tetrachloride on hydrolysis, 4 molecules can give 4 HCl is going out, as remaining is SiOH 4 times. This one is also can be written as H4SiO4. This can SiOH 4 times or H4SiO4. This name is called as orthosilicic acid. Orthosilicic acid. Any chemical substance having more than one OH group, it is highly unstable. So I am going to heat around 1000 degrees Celsius. 1000 degrees Celsius, we can get the silicon dioxide plus remove the 2 moles of water molecules. 2 moles of water molecules. This is the most important method and best method of preparation of SiO2. Silicon tetrachloride on hydrolysis and followed by heating, we can get finally SiO2. And third method of preparation, silicon tetrafluoride on hydrolysis. On hydrolysis, 4 molecules, we can get H2SiF6. Its name is hydrofluorosilicic acid. Name is hydrofluorosilicic acid. Like our hydrofluoric acid, hydrofluorosilicic acid, and remaining is H4SiO4. So already we know H4SiO4 on further heating with 1000 degrees Celsius, we can get SiO2 plus 2H2. Out of these 3 methods, second method is the most important method and best method of preparation of SiO2. See the properties. SiO2. So SiO2 is simply you can feel in a rock or sand. So it is insoluble in water. It is insoluble in water. It is insoluble in water, and it does not react with acids like HCl, HBr and HI, but it can react with HF. Normally we are seeing like H2SiF6, it can form same like that. See the SiO2 on reaction with HF to give, first it can give SiF4 plus 2 moles of water. Again you are adding 2 more moles of HF, it can give H2SiF6. 2 moles we are adding, you get the H2SiF6. Name of the compound normally I am saying, that is hydrofluorosilicic acid. If SiO2 silicon non-metal, carbon silicon non-metals, germanium metalloid, tin and lead are metals. So non-metallic oxides, this is acidic. So acid reacts with base NaOH to give salt and water. So that is Na2Si O3 plus H2O. Name of this compound is sodium silicate. Sodium silicate. So inorganic chemistry most familiar reactions, many chemical reactions it will give. So major chemical reaction with water, reaction with acid, reaction with base, reaction with ammonia, like this type of chemical reactions we have to memorize. A large number of chemical reactions we cannot by heart. So some of the chemical reactions we can memorize like this. Sodium oxide, sodium metal, metal oxides are basic. Silicon oxide, silicon non-metal, non-metal oxides are acidic. So acid plus base to give the salt, that is Na2, SiO3. So you can take any salt. For suppose I am taking the calcium oxide, so calcium silicate, CaSiO3, calcium silicate formula. Now silicon dioxide, SiO2, on reaction with carbon to give SiC plus 2 moles of carbon monoxide. It's the most important compound. Its name is called as silicon carbide, otherwise corundum. Sorry, carborundum. Carborundum. It is an abrasive compound. That means very hardest material. It is a abrasive compound. It's a very hardest substance. So these are the uses, preparation and properties of the compounds. Where we are using this one means silicon dioxide is a sand. We are using the building material. So metallurgical process, most important thing. In the second year we are having a metallurgical reactions. In that metallurgical reactions we are using how to it is usually acidic flux, quartz we are using the piezoelectric materials for the preparation of clocks, alarms and all. Bricks, it's made up of the mixture of powdered sand, clay and limestone, like this. So many chemical reactions we are having, and most discussion is you have to see the differences between the carbon dioxide and silicon dioxide. The formulas are looking like same. So already I told of everything is different. First one, carbon dioxide, it is a gas. It is a gas, but SiO2 sand, it is a solid. It is a solid. Second one, carbon dioxide, it is soluble in water. It is soluble in water. So it is soluble in water means the chemical reaction we know. Carbon dioxide dissolved in water, it can give the carbonic acid H2CO3. But SiO2, it is insoluble in water. It is insoluble in water. Hybridization, we know it is sp hybridization and this is sp3 hybridization. So you know structure of this one, it is a linear molecule. But it is a simple linear molecule and it is a giant molecule. It is a three-dimensional giant molecule structure. So each silicon is surrounded by 6 other oxygens. Here multiple double bonds are present. Carbon oxygen bond is a double bond, but here silicon and oxygen bond is a single bond. Already I told you it is a gas. Gas means there is a weak forces are operating between the molecules, one carbon dioxide and another carbon dioxide molecule. Which weak forces of attraction is operating, that is weak van der Waals force of attraction. Weak van der Waals force of attraction. SiO2, already we know this is solid. Solid means strong forces are operating, that is strong covalent bonds. Strong covalent bonds. So melting and boiling point, we can see it's a gas, so it is having the low melting and boiling points. melting or boiling points. But SiO2 is a solid, so it is having high melting and boiling points, high melting points and boiling points. So in this one, each carbon is surrounded by 2 oxygen atoms only. Each carbon is surrounded by two oxygen atoms. But here looking the formula is SiO2, it is a three-dimensional giant molecule. So each silicon is surrounded by four other oxygen atoms. So these are the general discussion and general carbon dioxide is also acidic, SiO2 is also acidic. So when compared with carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide is more acidic than SiO2. So these are the major differences between the carbon dioxide and silicon dioxide. So silicon, important compound we are discussing, that is silicon, that is silica. Silica formula is SiO2. Another important discussion for our about the silicon is silicones. Silicones. So what are silicones means? Silicones are organometallic compounds containing silicones these are silicon polymers having now already we told that this is organo means there is a bond, silicon and carbon bond, and silicon is SiO-Si linkage. Normally we are seeing this is a three-dimensional giant molecule, there is a SiO-Si linkage. So silicones are organo-silicon polymers having silicon carbon bond and SiO-Si linkage. How the silicones are formed? So silicones are formed by the hydrolysis of alkyl or aryl substituted chlorosilanes. So first of all, what is the repeating unit in the silicones? What is the repeating unit? The repeating unit in silicones is R2SiO. The repeating unit in the silicones is R2SiO. See how the silicones can be prepared. Already I told you, first silicon I am taking, I am reacting with methyl chloride, 2 moles. Now it can give CH3 twice SiCl2. This is on further hydrolysis. To give CH3 twice SiOH twice plus 2 moles of HCl. This is our major compound. It is looking like our R2SiOH2. If you remove the water, this is R2SiO type of compound. That R2SiO type Many molecules are combined together to form a large giant molecule. This is also then. This is the first method of preparation. Second method of preparation. First method of preparation. This is method is also called as Frog process. Second method of preparation we are having alkyl or aryl substituted we are saying. So I am taking silicon tetrachloride SiCl4 on reaction with methyl magnesium chloride RMGX methyl magnesium chloride to give CH3 SiCl3 plus NgCl2 is left plus NgCl2 is left. Now this is on further reaction with 1 more mole of methyl chloride, 1 more of methyl magnesium chloride, so it becomes CH3 twice SiCl2. This is on further hydrolysis to give our compound is CH3 twice SiOH plus 2 moles of HCl. This is our raw material or raw compound. So it is looking like our R2SiOH 2 times. It is looking like that. So I am taking this is our material. From this one I am going to add the two molecules are combined. I am taking R2SiOH 2 times. If the two molecules are combined, see it becomes like this SiO R and this is R and this is R. Here OH and here OH, meaning from one molecule you can write OH, from another molecule you can write OH, remove the water, we can get the compound is like this. If the 3 moles are combined, R2 SiOH twice, if the 3 molecules are combined, now the compound is HO SiO SiOH R. Like this. If n molecules are combined, R2 SiOH twice, if n molecules are combined, see what is the repeating unit. So like how you are writing the polymer chapter, same like that. So like that, so we can say this is our repeating unit, that is O Si R n times. That's why I am saying this is R2 SiO, that is called as silicones. These silicones can be, I am hydrolyzing by linear. So this is the linear combination of the hydrolysis. For suppose the silicones I am hydrolyzing by cyclic form. Hydrolysis of silicones by cyclic, 3 moles. So the same 3 moles I am taking previously. Now hydrolysis of R2 SiCl2 under controlled conditions to produce cyclic structure. So I am going to write the same hydrolysis, that is R2SiO linkage only, but in the form of cyclic. SiO. The same R2SiO I am writing in the form of cyclic. 3 moles I am writing, so we are getting the cyclic form like our benzene ring. If the 4 moles are combined, if 4 molecules of R2SiCl2 on hydrolysis is the cyclic form SiO 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 SiO. So here there is 2R. Here this for this silicon there is 2R. This is 2R and this is 2R. If n number of molecules are combined, so top I told you already the structure of the silicons. So this is also can form the three-dimensional giant molecule like complex compounds. Where you are using the silicons? Silicons we are using as a silicon is a poor conductor, so it is used as a electrical insulator. The common use as a fluids or oils are elastomers and resins, preparation of elastomers and resins. If the silicones on hydrolysis, we can get the or measure the major repeating unit of silicones is R2SiO linkage. Next one is silicates. So what is meant by silicates? Silicates, if all silicon is surrounded by silicates, silicates are metal derivatives of orthosilicic acid. So silicic acid formula already previously we are seeing, that is H4SiO4, or we can say that is SiOH 4 times. So metal derivatives of the orthosilicic acid. For example, metal derivatives. If I am taking the sodium metal, so I replace the sodium by hydrogen, that is Na4SiO4, sodium silicate, sodium orthosilicate. So what is the basic unit here? So metal, hydrogen is replaced by metal. So the basic unit of silicates is SiO4 4 minus. SiO4 4 minus means 4 bonds will be there. Si 4 bonds will be there, minus and minus. This generally we can represent SiO4 4 minus tetrahedron shape. Dot can represent silicon, circle can represent oxygen. That tetrahedral shape, simply we are writing the tetrahedral shape will be simply we are writing here silicon, above there is a oxygen, and this side one oxygen, this side one oxygen, and this side one oxygen. Oxygen minus, here one oxygen, here one oxygen minus, here one oxygen is minus. This is the general representation of silicates. So tetrahedral shape, one oxygen is not observing above from the plane, so this dot represents that is silicon, and circle represents that is oxygen. Okay, now see how many varieties of silicates are there. Silicates, simply we can say that is called as orthosilicates. Orthosilicates. So anyway, orthosilicates are silicates. General formula is SiO4 4 minus. Orthosilicate ion general formula is 4 minus. So what we are saying, that hydrogens are replaced by hydrogen, replaced by some metals. So I metals I replaced by zirconium SiO4. The name of this silicate is zircon. If I am writing beryllium to a group of elements, so four bonds we required, Be2 SiO4. Name of this compound is phenacite. The name of this compound is phenacite. If I am writing magnesium also to a group of elements, so that's why Mg2 SiO4. Name of this compound is forestite. If I am writing the zinc also plus 2, so Zn2 SiO4. Name of this compound is willemite. So like this. Types of silicates. Silicates we are having the different types. So how they are combining and few examples we are discussing. This chapter is going to complete. So types of silicates. Silicates we are having different types. First one is pyrosilicates. So what is meant by pyrosilicates means, pyrosilicates another name is also called as disilicate. So name itself we have to feel two silicates ions are combined, so that is called as disilicates or pyrosilicates. Another name for this one is called as sorosilicates. And one more name for this one is called as island silicates. So many names we are having: pyrosilicates or island silicates or disilicates or sorosilicates. Disilicate means I am taking the two silicate ions, that two tetrahedral silicate units are joined. Two tetrahedral silicates are joined by sharing of oxygen at one corner. Two tetrahedral silicate ions units are joined by one oxygen as a corner. So I am taking the two units and just I join. So two units how am I taking means 1, 2, 3. So I am taking like this, one silicate ion here, one, this is minus and minus, just a bond like this. And there is no minus here. Why? Because here again we are writing one more silicate ion, O minus. In the center there is a dot. This is minus. Two silicate ions are joined by one oxygen as a corner. Now we can see the formula. Here two dots can represent silicon. Two silicons are there. So Si2. So count how many oxygens are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 oxygens. And see the charge. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 minus. So this is the formula for the pyrosilicates. Pyrosilicate oda formula is Si2O7 6 minus. See the examples for the pyrosilicates. Example for the pyrosilicates. Example number 1. The name this one is called as 30 white. Scandium silicate, scandium pyrosilicate name Sc2Si2O7. And second one is hemimorphite. Hemimorphite. So hemimorphite formula is Zn3Si2O7. Zn3Si2O7, Zn OH twice, zinc hydroxide dot H2O. This is the pyrosilicates formula. Next one is cyclic silicates. Silicates the second one is cyclic silicates. Cyclic silicates. So there we are taking the two oxygen atoms. One oxygen atom is the common for the two silicate ions. Now here two oxygen atoms are common for the cycle, means minimum 3 silicate ions we require. So in cyclic silicates, two oxygen atoms per tetrahedral are shared. Each silicate ion, minimum two tetrahedral, two oxygens will be shared. So if I am taking two silicate ions, we cannot get the cyclic form. Now I am going to take minimum 3 silicate ions. O. Here that is silicon. Minus and minus. But each and every time we have to share minimum 2 oxygen atoms are shared. See, I am taking, this is one silicon. Another silicon is, I am writing like this. Like this. Another one we have to see like this. See, observe, I am taking the 3 silicate ions. One is black color, red color and blue color. So each silicate ion, you can take this one also, this one also, this one also. In each silicate ions, 2 oxygens are shared. So this is called as the cyclic silicates. Now tell me the general formula for the cyclic silicates. So take one unit, I am taking this unit. So one silicon is there, Si. 3 oxygens are there, O3. 2 minus n times. General formula for the cyclic silicates is SiO3 2 minus n times. Example for the cyclic silicates is beryl. Beryl formula is barium silicate, Be3Al2Si6O18, beryl. Another example is benitite. That is barium silicate, barium, titanium, Si3O9. Second one is cyclic silicates, and third one is chain silicates. So chain means like a straight chain. Idilo single chain, double chain. Again two types. First one is single chain. Single chain silicates. single chain silicates. Single chain means in the single chain silicates how they can form means here also two oxygens are sharing but two corners of the other tetrahedron. Here also two oxygen atoms are shared by the two different tetrahedrons. Two different tetrahedral ions. See, previously I am taking the three ions, I am writing in the cyclic form. Now I am going to take the three ions in the oxygen, here oxygen, and here there is silicon and oxygen both. This one. And another one I am taking the another color, that is here there is oxygen like this, and I am taking another one, third one, previous cyclic, so I am writing in the form of cyclic, but now it is a straight chain, so now I am taking like a straight chain form, like this going on. Now see the three different molecules. Now each one is shared by two oxygen atoms with the different tetrahedral molecules. For example, I am taking the red color. Here one oxygen is shared by the black color, another oxygen is shared by the blue color tetrahedral silicate molecule. This is one dimensional silicate molecule. So for this one dimensional silicate molecules, example for this one is having only one example, that is spodumene, a compound LiAlSiO3 two times. Idilo second one is double chain silicates. So double chain silicate means this is single chain. Now we can same chain you can take and write in the bottom and you can join together. We are having the big molecule having the formula is Si4O11 6N minus. This is a double chain molecule silicates formula, and example is that is tremolite. Formula is Ca2Mg 5 times Si4O11 2 times OH twice. This is the double chain silicates formula. These are the regarding about the silicates. And another one we are having zeolites. So sodium aluminum silicate. So zeolite, one of the example for the sodium aluminum silicate. There we are using the ZSM5 zeolites. Zeolites we are using the group 1A group of elements or 2A group of elements. Purification of water we are using for hot water is converted into soft water, or alcohol is directly converted into gasoline. We are using the ZSM5. This is called as shape selective catalyst. Where we are using this catalyst means we are using the ZSM5 catalyst for conversion of gasoline to alcohol. Gasoline is directly converted into alcohol. We are using the ZSM5 is the catalyst. So ZSM5 catalyst we are using for the purification of hot water ion exchange method. You can see in that ion exchange method we are using ZSM5 catalyst. This is regarding about the silicates. And what about the mica materials or mica minerals? Mica. So what is meant by mica means potassium aluminum silicate. potassium, aluminum silicate, that is called as mica, or potassium magnesium aluminum silicate, potassium magnesium aluminum silicate, or calcium aluminum silicate, or calcium aluminum silicate. This is also called as mica. An example for the mica is white mica. White mica. White mica formula is potassium aluminum silicate, AlSi3O10. This is the group 14 elements here completed. First we are discussing general properties, chemical properties, so anomalous behavior of carbon, important compounds of carbon, the carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, carbonic acid and suboxides, and silicon important compounds. First one is silica, SiO2, silicones and silicates. See the difference, the pronunciation is looking like same but they are different. So these are the discussion about the group 14 elements.